We're a very large operation for our commodity, which are peaches, plums, and nectarines. To put it in perspective, I probably produce for peaches about a third as many peaches as the state of Georgia does.
We have ladies grading the fruit. They're graders, but they sort out the fruit that is not going to go into a box. You know, they're looking for scars like this, that you and I could cut that off right there and eat it, but unfortunately they don't want it in a box. A lot of it's about appearance. This is edible, but it's not edible to the supermarkets.
They have state standards, they have, the USDA or federal state standards for product, but the retailer standards far exceed that which is placed on us by the state. The amount of fruit that's left either in the field or as discarded after it gets in the packing house, I've seen it as high as 70%. The least I've seen is 20% that gets thrown away for a lot of times no reason that a consumer would think would be practical.
I'll call up the food bank and say, hey, I can get you an extra load this week because we're throwing away perfectly good fruit with nothing wrong with it. There's just no market for it.
We donate a lot of fruit to the Northern California Food Bank, but they do not have the capacity or the infrastructure to manage the amount of fruit that we could possibly give them. A jam and jelly company will take a little bit of it, but there is so much of it that gets thrown away.
As a grower, that's heartbreaking. When you grow the fruit and there's nothing wrong with it and you can't sell it, that bothers me.
So here's a whole celery plant. So on the heart machine will cut the heart to length, more or less like that. And then the crews will drop that. And there's your heart. Look at all this. We have to peel a certain amount of stalks off so they can fit in the bag. You know, you saw me, that's 1 square foot. And I got probably 2 pounds of product right there. You know, with a little bit of peanut butter and some raisins, you got ants on a log, right? But they're perfectly good stalks. None of us are fans of the waste that we get, you know, because obviously there's a lot of good stuff here you could dice up, put in soups, and we've tried. It just didn't even pay for the labor that it cost to pick it up. So obviously it wasn't feasible.